Another scenario. Okay. Have you ever gone to the roller coaster ride?
Oh, yeah, I would like no, because I used to be so scared. Like now that I'm trying to go, we're not going to roller coasters at all.
Oh, okay. Okay, so imagine, but right, the roller coaster will go like down, ups, down, up like this. It's go this. Okay, so let's view the diagrams, the following diagram. So here is an scenario of the riding the roller coaster. The following diagram show the elevations change for roller coaster. Okay, for roller coaster, roller coaster, roller coaster. Okay. Um, Smaller here, roller coaster, and let me draw it. Let's draw here. Okay. So that should be here the starting point, and then start to go down to point A, let's say to the first point, and then it's go up to point B, and then it's turn to another point C here. Oh wait. Hmm. Okay. I draw it. Hmm. Point B, and then we have comes to point C, and then there will be another point D, and we have point E here, and then it's come to an end here. Okay, and then we have here, and here is the ending point. Wait, this point here. Okay, that should be the ending point. Okay, take a little time. Here is the starting point. Starting point. Starting point, which is okay, starting point 0 meter. This is point A. Let's say point A is -6 meter. Mhm. Point B. This is point B. It's 32 meters. 32 meter. And then you can see here is -3 meter. point D, it's 80 meter. Then point E, what is 21 meter. This is ending point. Ending point. Into 0 meters. Okay. PC is taking a while. Wait. So the first question is, uh, question number one, feels the elevations in the table. Okay, I will give the tables here. Okay, okay. So for example, we were given with these charts that show the elevations of the roller coaster rise. Starting point with 0 meter, and then it's going down at -6 meter, and then go to the point B, 32 meter, and then it's going down again at point C, point D, point E, and the ending point. Here, ending point is at the surface of the ground, which is 0 meters again. So, for example, they ask us to fill up the elevation inside tables. How do we categorize the tables? Like, what should we have?
Hold up.
The category of the table. Okay, that should be.
We should
Mhm.
categorize it like how high and low it's going, right? No? Okay.
So there should be two or three or four categories. What do you think? Two, three, or how many?
Like,
How do you
uh,
show your, yeah? How do you show your tables into a table of frequency? I think that's called table of frequency.
I think like two or three. Oh, two,
Two.
maybe.
Okay. Yes, two is correct. So what are those? The first one should be
A, no zero.
A, B, C, 0, and okay. So there should be two category which represent, okay, A, B, C, D, E, ending point, starting point. That is one category, right?
Right.
So starting point A, B, C, D, it's a locations, right? It's a locations.
It,
Locations.
I,
Starting
okay.
point A, B, C, D, E. It's a locations. What is another location? Another category. So the starting point, we know that starting point is at 0 meter. Point A is at -6 meter. Point B is at 32 meter. Point C is at -3 meter, and so on. So this starting point, this A, B is location. How about 0 meter, -6 meter, 32 meters?
Is it like the space, like the gap?
Okay. the gap will be recognized from the starting point to A and then A to B, right?
Right.
So not the gaps. That should be elevations. That should be elevations because they tell
Okay.
the meter. Yes. So let's say starting point. Let's say SP starting point is elevation 0 meter. Okay, let's denote this. Elevation is in meter, so we don't need to write it over again. Okay, and then point A is minus 6 meter. Point B is 32 meter. Point C is minus 3 meter. And point D is 18 meter. Point E is minus 21 meter. And then ending point, let's say EP is 0 meter again. So this is how we uh, put it in a table of frequency. In table of frequency, divide this to two. Okay. And
Wait, I have one left. Okay. I'm done.
okay. So next question. So from this table or from this graph, what is the largest value of largest elevations?
Probably. Oh, yeah.
Highest.
B.
B, right? B is the highest value or highest elevation. What is the smallest elevations?
The smallest.
Yeah, smallest elevation.
Mm, E. E.
Yeah, E, which is minus 21. So how do we find the range?
We subtract
We
the highest number by the lowest number.
Okay, so the range is the difference from the highest to the smallest, right? So then, in
Right.
order to find the range, we just take the highest value or the largest value, 32. How do we minus 21? Now, what is the range of these two values? Range of this.
Like normally, like without the negative symbol.
Mhm. So, yeah.
Like like like
So,
without the negative symbol on 21.
put a negative number on 21. So, minus
32 by 21.
really 32 by 21, just that.
Isn't it negative 21?
It's a negative 21. The smallest elevation is minus 21. But in order to find the range, how do we do?
We subtract the highest number by the lowest number. Oh, how do we subtract it? Because it's
Yeah,
a negative number.
how do we subtract it when it's negative numbers?
I was taught this in school, but then I forgot. Uh,
Okay, so we know that the range is the gaps between B and C. So meaning this until this value, right?
right.
Yeah. So the gap should be from here to here. From here to here. What do you think about this distance? From here to here, it's 32 elevation, and from here to here is another 21, but downward, right? 21 downward. Here, 32 upward. So the difference from 32 and 21,
Negative 11.
negative 11. Wait. So biologically, it should be this distance plus this distance, right? Because the distance is from the top until the ground. not just the
Oh,
account flow.
we add it.
Yeah, by seeing or logically, we should be adding like 32 plus 21. That will be the range, which is 53. But now, mathematically,
Do we add because it's 21's a negative number?
mm, okay, so mathematically, the range is the highest value subtract with the smallest value. So the smallest value, we put it in negative numbers. So always subtract, but this value still remain negative, right? Because it's negative number. So it still remain negative. So then it's equal to 32. How about this negative with negative? Negative number with negative numbers,
Positive.
positive. I think this we studied in the integer. So negative with negative is positive 21. So mathematically also prove that it's 53. So in order to find the range, we take the largest value, subtract with the smallest values. We still give 53 meters. Okay. So one more question. They ask about outliers. Have you ever heard about outliers?
Yeah,
Outlier, yes. What is outliers?
like stuff that doesn't belong with the group, like like it's a group of even numbers, but there's one with an odd number.
Correct. So the outlier is something is not belong to the groups or it's way different from the others. So do you think these diagrams have any outlier? By the way,
I don't think so.
yeah. By the way, outlier can be one or more or no outliers. Imagine like
Oh, that makes it harder.
in a groups, that should be one or that should be more outlier or that should be no outliers. If they
I
look,
don't think
mhm, if they
I
look,
don't think there is any.
is there
Is there?
is there or not anything that's very far different from the groups.
Is it like 21 or is that an outlier?
So between 21 and 30, how about 32?
Oh, 32. Yeah, I think that's an outlier.
And that is very far from the other. So the other to hit the ground is here. So for example, if you ride this roller coaster, where or which location that make you very scary?
32.
I think this point, right, the point B will make you more screaming like, oh no, shoo. Okay, so
Yeah.
outlier is something that does not belong to the groups. So we can say the point B will be the outliers. Okay, so here for this scenario, we want to discuss about the range and the outlier. So let me write the definition of the range. Actually, you already know the definition, but we just want to come to the news. That is the new point. So the range is the positive. Oh, by the way, the range always positive. Can the result of the range be negative?
No.
Can cannot. For example, the gap from even the gap from E. If they ask gap from E to B, it's still a positive number. So what we want to know the range is the different from here to here. So the range always a positive number that show the difference between the largest value and the smallest value in the data sets. In the in yeah in not in the in because in the same data set. And outliers is a value that is much smaller or larger than the other value than the other value. And note that outlier can be one, can be oh, a data set may have one outlier, one or more outlier or no outliers. Okay, that's the no. Okay, so this is the definition for range and outlier. Okay, let's put this up. Black one. This is not a black one. Okay, so range and the outliers. Okay, let's give example. The first example here. Okay, checking. Okay, so example one. So example that should be easier. A hospital records the following number of births in one day, in 1 weeks. In 1 weeks. Okay. And it shows okay. Monday there are 7 births, while whilst Tuesday is okay. 10 births. Wednesday is having 4 births. Thursday is having 6 births. Friday in 7 births. Saturday is having 8 births, and Sunday is having 3 births. Births. Number one, put the data into a table of frequency. Number two, show the data in the bar graph. Okay. Number three, find the range of the data. Okay. Okay. So this is example one. Okay. Okay. So this is example one. A hospital record the following number of births or of the weeks on 1 week on weeks. Monday there are 7 births. Tuesday 10 births. Wednesday 4 births. Okay. Thursday 6 births. Friday is having 7 births. Saturday is having 8 births. Sunday is having another 3 births. So put the data into the table of frequency.
Okay. Do you want me to send it to you after?
Okay, we can do it together. So how many category should we have? How many row and how many columns?
7
Seven.
rows and columns. I think.
Wait,
Wait, no. Wait, 7. Wait, columns are the horizontal ones, right? No,
column is this. Like like imagine the building.
like
The
a
column.
cell, like what, just like one single cell.
Wait. One single cell is like this. This is columns. This is columns, and look at
Oh,
row.
oh, wait.
This is row.
2 columns, 7 what? 7
Row.
rows. Yeah.
Column 7 row.
Wait, no, not like that. I'm wrong. Wait. 7 columns, 2 rows.
7 column 2 row. Yes, 7 column 2 row. So it's look like this. 7 columns 2 row. So what are their categories?
The category is like days and like births.
Okay, day of birth, right? Day of birth. How about the other row?
How many births?
How many births? Oh, okay. How many births is the questions? What is the answer?
Huh?
How many births is the questions? But
But
here should be the answers, not the question. How many births is the question you ask? But
but the births are right there. I didn't ask that. Wait, I asked that?
wait. How many births should be the question, right? It's a questionnaire. It's not the answer. So here should be number of births, right? Number of birth. We cannot like put the question in here. And then like for example, you put the question here, how many births? And then your let's say your mentor will be like, oh, I will answer this one.
Huh?
Do you get it? Okay, so here you said like you should be writing as the how many births, right? But how many births is the question. It's not the wording that should be put in here. The wording that should put in here is should be the answer. So this should be number of birth. Get it? Okay. Semiotics. Okay, let's make it here. So day of birth that should be here Monday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but then there should be another ones, right? Yeah,
Oh, you have 8 because there's an
yeah,
extra one.
yeah. We have always have the extra one, the type of category. So this is Sunday. So number of births on Monday is 7. So we put 7 here. Number of births Tuesday is 10. Here 10. Wednesday is 4, Thursday is 6, Friday is 7 here, 8 here, and then 3 the last one.
Okay.
Then, okay, this is for number one. Answer to number one. How about number two? How do we show this into a data?
Like we just write it down. How many births there are?
In a bar graph. Bar graph that should
Oh
be
wait, the side is like the like the vertical is the births, and horizontal is the days.
a day. Okay, so here, which should be the horizontal? Again, what is the vertical? Vertical is there.
The births,
The birth,
number of births.
number of births. Okay, number of births, and this is
The what's it called? The days.
day. Yeah, day of birth. Day of birth. So then it starts from Monday. So Monday is 7. So we grade it 1, 2. Let's say he is 5. This is 10. So 7 should be here. So this is Monday. And then Tuesday is 10. So Tuesday is this much. And then Wednesday is 4, which is here. Thursday is 6. So that should be here. Friday 7. This should be here. And Saturday is 8. Should be this much. Sunday 3, only this much. Okay. So here is the data of the bar graph. Look like number 2. How about how do we find the range? Number 3. How do we find the range?
We subtract
We subtract the higher value and the
by the lower value.
yeah. So now from this bar graph, we can easily figure out the highest value and the smallest value. So the highest value is on
Wait, it's Tuesday. Yeah,
Tuesday. Yes,
Tuesday. And
Tuesday.
the lowest is Sunday. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
10 minus 3
Okay. So then
equals
to find the
7.
range is 10 minus 3, which is
3.
wait, 10 minus
10
3,
minus. Oh, 10 minus 3 equals 7.
7.
Oh my god, I'm so.
Yeah. Okay. So the range is 7. Okay. So here's the answer. So A. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Done. Example 1. Let's do example 2. Let me rewrite number 2. Okay. Number 2 will be similar to example 1. Okay. In there, okay, this is a little bit long. In there, 1985 to 1986, NHL hockey season. This is a lot of hypothesis. I will view the table directly. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 7. So, okay. Here we purchase. So here, this is NHL point leaders in 1985 to 1983. Alright, and this is the point here is when Wayne Wayne Gretzky. Wow, the names Mario Lees. Okay, Mario Lees. Horse Coffee. Wow, what the name? Horse Coffee. Jerry Curry. Mike Bossy. Mike Bossy. 215. Got a point. 215. One for ones. 138. 131. 123. Okay. This is another record. 205 to 206. Joe Tom Tom Jeremy's Cha Alexander Ovich Danny Hitley and Daniels Alfredson. Okay. Point 125 123 106 103 103. Okay. With the given okay with these given data with these given data determines the range for each seasons and compare these to range which they which data value appear to be an outlier in one or two seasons. And number three, remove the outliers and determines the new range. Then compare the new range. Okay. Okay. So actually, for this second example, there should be like a lot of headings. Like in 1985 to this season, so there's two seasons of NHL point leaders, which is here this season and this seasons, and the score record as in the following table, as in this table. We have so for the first seasons, there are five leaders named here, and the point he received is this much. And the second season, 25, 2005 and 2006, there are also five leaders who received this point. So the first question they ask, determine the range for each season and compare that to range. So we have two seasons. So we need to find the range for this season, also the range for these seasons, and then compare them. That's for A. And then for B, or for number two, which data value appear to be the outlier in one or two seasons? So in these seasons, does there any outlier or not? And for this season, is there any outlier or not?
215.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So let's start from number one.
Okay.
Okay. Number one, and then number two, and number three. Okay. Actually, like number two is correct. Number three, remove the outlier. If you figure out the outlier, remove them and determine the new range.
18.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, 18.
Okay. So number one, we find the range for season
Oh, I thought we were doing number 3.
three. Okay. So the first season, let's say season number one is this season, season number one, 1985 to 1986. Season one, we
92.
92. Okay. So for this season, okay, this whole
What?
seasons, in
Mm-hmm.
order to find the range, we take,
215
yeah, we take,
subtracted by 123.
correct, 215, which is the largest value, subtract with the smallest value, which is this one.
I just said it, but then I forgot. 92.
Nine. Wait. The point he received, I think this one is the smallest.
Yeah, we subtract it.
Okay. Oh,
So
okay.
it's
So yeah,
92.
it's 92. Okay. 92, correct. So the range for season one is 92. For season two, which is,
22.
yeah, 2005 to 2006, is,
22.
oh, wait.
Oh, 125 subtracted
Yes.
by
The
103.
step by step, 125 minus 103.
103.
Okay, 103, which is 22. Yeah.
22.
Yes, 22. Okay, so the range season one is this much, and range season two is this much. It
No, number 3. Number.
we
Oh,
compare the two range. So season one is very high, while season two is very low, right?
look.
Okay, so compare season one is greater than, okay, season one greater than season two. Okay, number two, which data value appear to be an outliers in what?
215.
So that in season one we have 215 is the outlier.
Season 2. No.
Yeah, season two there is no, because the data value is somehow quite similar to each other. So okay, this one number two, this one is a outlier to season one, and the 0.215 is the outliers. Okay, for number three, they ask to remove the outlier. Okay, so remove the outliers and determine the new range. So then, what should we determine? Only season one, or season one and season two, or both? Only one season, or we need
Only
to,
one. Only
only
one.
one, yes, only one, because season
Number,
two, yeah, because season two there is no outlier, so we don't need to determine again. So number three,
se-
mhm,
season 3. I mean, number 3
yeah,
is 141 subtracted by 123. which is 18.
141 minus 123,
18.
18. Okay, that's good. And then, okay, remove the outlier and determine the new range. Okay, this is the new range. And then compare them. Compare the new range. So the new
22 is more.
yeah, the new range, we compare this value with this value. So then when we remove the outlier, season 2 is greater than
Yeah.
season 1. Okay. Okay. So that seems not very hard.